welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a couple of more touring mods to the MT07. I know those words don't belong in the same sentence, touring and MT07. I don't know of a lot of people who want to try a tour on a hyper naked, but we're going to do it anyway because it's a fun bike. I want to daily ride it, I want to commute in it, and so some better storage capacity and some creature comforts are going to make that possible. This is pretty much part 2 of my segment here. I'm going to walk you around the bike and show you what we've already done, and then we're going to get started on some new installs because, well, the UPS man just brought me some more stuff. So let's get on it. All right, little walk around on what we've already done. First things first, I've got some hand guards. Those are by Power Bronze. It's a United Kingdom company. I couldn't find anything in the United States that was blatantly for this bike. I saw a lot of universal type hand guards. I didn't want to go that route. So I ordered from the UK. It showed up pretty quick. Those guys are pretty cool, and they make some cool MT07 items that you can't get over here in the United States. So check them out. Power Bronze. Got the Puig tall screen on it. Lets that wind hit me, over my head instead of just blasting me in the chest. Another comfort mod. Obviously, you're not looking through it. Your line of sight's way up here. I've got a Nelson rig tail bag. That's just been my setup here as my hyper naked journey has begun. I've been daily riding it to work, and I can pack my lunch in it and a pair of gloves, not a whole lot else. So when it starts warming up and I've got winter gear on in the morning and I don't want to wear that home in the afternoon, it'd be nice to have some more storage where I can ride home with less gear. I've got a cramp buster. It's nice for those interstate and highway rides. And also pretty proud of my phone mount I came up with. This is a TourTech instrument cluster mount. If you don't know what a TourTech gauge cluster is, just go look them up. But it's like a $24 mount. Then I got a Rockform universal mount that I installed onto that, and I've got a Rockform case on the old iPhone here. Here it is. I think that is the cleanest phone mount on an MT07 in all of the internet. I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's going to be pretty sweet. What else do we got? I think that's about it. Of course, I've done the Yamaha fender eliminator, and I have the Yamaha comfort seat. No complaints from the seat yet. I've only got, I don't know, 1,200 miles on it. Just broke it in. But today's all about new installs. So, SW Motech. I've got a rear carrier. It's going to hang out back here behind the tail where my tail bag can go on it, frees up my passenger pillion, and then boom. If me and the wife ever get a wild hair and want to go on a date or go on an evening ride when it's got nice weather, she can hop on and go. I don't have to worry about that tail bag being in the way. So I've got that and the gear to mount it all. And then also from SW Motech, I've got their ABS side cases. They call them urban ABS side cases. They're pretty cool too. After we get them on, we'll walk through them, and then of course the mounting hardware for that. Also, the last bit of kit that's going to make this a, for me, ultimate touring bike and play bike. I got some Jivy, don't know how to say it. I got some Givy crash bars coming from Italy. They are going to mount in this area, and I'm going to fashion some foot pegs so I can stretch my legs out. And I've also got some LED, about a 2.5 inch yellow LED pod for auxiliary lighting to really light up the road. So I think this is going to be a fun build. It's going to be a fun bike to commute on and to just tear up back roads on. And it's going to make getting down to our annual Tail of the Dragon trip, you know, it's about a 6-7 hour ride down there. It's going to make it a little more tolerable for those longer trips. So hang out with me. We'll get this stuff put on and we'll go over it again. Alright, so reading along with the instructions, this process is the same for the rear carrier as it is the side cases. So the hardware is both going to use these set of holes that I'm going to drill in the left side and right side tail sections of the bike. SW Motech provides you with mounting templates. The top is before 2021, bottom templates are after 2021. So right away we know we're using the bottom. Got them cut out. One is labeled R, one is labeled L. Guess we all know what that means. This is the right side of the tail, and looking at the instructions, I'm going to try to decipher where they want this template to be placed. Alright, hopefully you can see this. From what I've deciphered, they want this template to sit right here on this tail piece. The dotted line represents a fold, represents that angle change right there in the bodywork. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape that down, and we're going to mark for drilling some holes. All right, I've paused this segment of the video because things are not working out as I had planned. Yes, the top case carrier and the side case carriers are compatible. They're both loosely mounted up. They both work. However, I have the OEM Yamaha fender eliminator kit. And what does not work with this setup is turn signals. You can see they mount in this hole, and when everything is lined up, mounted correctly, that hole not playing well with that side case carrier. So I'm pausing for a moment until I get a game plan. Basically, I don't know. I'm gonna have to relocate these turn signals, something. But we'll see. So heads up to anyone with the fender eliminator kit from Yamaha, it is not compatible with the side case carrier from SW Motech. It would work with the top case carrier alone, but you're not going to get it to work with the side case carrier. So I'm gonna come up with a solution, and we'll meet you back here. All right, so that was a bit of a challenge. Not only having to fabricate something for the turn signals, but all the moving pieces and parts. It would have been simple if I were only installing the top case part. It would have been simple if I were only installing the side case part. But man, doing them both at the same time with only two hands, I'll just say it, it sucked. But this is what I came up with for the turn signals. Of course, you know, they were mounted way up here. My fender eliminator is basically no longer eliminated at this point, but here's what it is. I'll throw the bags on there, I'll throw the seat on it, and we'll get a look and see what it looks like as a finished product. Alright, throw some bags on here. I'm sorry that I didn't film any of this, but trust me when I say it was not fun to install, and I don't think it would have been fun to watch. And I'm pretty sure I murmured a few words that would have demonetized me in some way. So there's side cases put on it. Seat. Reconnect my tail light. Okay. The rear seat. Need to remove these old straps for the tail bag, which will no longer ride on this seat. There we go. Alright, so you might expect it to look something like that in full touring mode. I don't think the tail bag is going to ride back there throughout the week. But there it is. That's my MT07 set up for a bit of touring. You guys tune in for the next iteration where we do the Givey crash bar and some pegs where I can stretch my legs and a little bit of auxiliary lighting. And see you guys next time.